Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video. Tonight's video in the barrage for December is another installment of the Bob and Nikki series. I promised that I would be coming back with that, and I'm really behind. When I was looking at my statistics, I realized that I actually bought this book last year in October, and this is the first time I've read it. I'm going through the series for a second time. I made a decision last year to start the series over again. And apparently, it was right after I bought this book because it's the last book of the series that I actually own. I own it on Kindle. And like I said, I just recently read it for the first time. That installment, if you've been following the series, is number 34. It's shipping out. Um, it's This installment follows the plain folk, the Amish people, as they relocate to Charlie's Planet, and the shenanigans that ensue in doing so. There's more development in Bob's family. There's the continuing storyline of Hannah with Jimmy and what Jimmy's going to do there. There's the continuing storyline with Jacob and Ruth Yoder and what they're going to do about Nathan that gets pushed along in this book as well. And we also have some more little things going on with the bots, but this definitely is focusing on Bob's family, and we find out more about Becky's programming. Her programming skills are beginning to really come into their own, even though she's only about 4 years old at this time. As far as the fleet goes, we have some developing threats in the fleet about the ongoing feuds with Bob's in-laws and their past history, the Slongums and the Mangus clan. So we have that. And we also have in this story, because they ship out to Charlie's Planet, we also have brief mentions of the Squatch people. So we're going hopefully to see that in book 35, which I hope to get out before the end of the year because book 35 is actually, I believe it's got some Christmas content. It's called Joy to the Squirrels, but I don't know that I'll get that out in the next few days. I've got a lot going on, but I enjoyed this installment, not as much as some of the other ones, if I'm frank. I feel like the relationship tension between Jimmy and Hannah has sort of been drawn out and not really developed. And that's pretty much by nature of the way their relationship is and their cultural differences. But I really would like to see that probably get a book of its own, but it might shift the focus of the series if you did that. But I just don't feel like we're spending enough time with Jimmy and Hannah to really see them develop. And they're too young. It's not an insta love situation, but it is definitely a young love situation with people who are very naive, and we get sort of slices through the family life. And in this book, it just didn't quite work as well for me. I mean, the comic timing could be there at times, but I just didn't feel the tightness and the cohesion in this book. as much as in some, but we do have some of the old standbys in here, Bob beating Sims and kind of some self-doubt issues and some issues with the future of the fleet. So I don't really have too much to say about this book other than I wish it had sort of found a focus and spent a little bit of time on especially Jimmy and Hannah a little bit more, or the fleet process that's actually going on that opens up in the next book. But until then, I guess until you see my next video in the series, which I don't imagine is going to be too long from now, but probably maybe sometime next week, because I do have an inordinate amount of work going on this weekend and this week. So, but I do have a video planned for tomorrow. It's a book that I read and finished just recently within the last couple of weeks, and it's a little bit of a departure for me. So you'll have to stay tuned for that one. But I do have a couple of videos planned, so Lord willing, you will see me. You just won't see me with another Bob and Nikki book. I hope that whatever you're doing, you're enjoying it, you're keeping warm, you're getting the most out of your holidays, and looking forward to some good things in the new year. And I will see you for installment 35 of the Bob and Nikki series discussion very soon. Take care, everyone. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye for now.